Sorry, but food changers have a negative impact. Even worse, there are the loss bigger. Mood changers have proven to have an impact person on physical or verbal violence and increase aggressiveness, such as irritability and emotion. How to solve it?
It's come back to every personality. Online games is not fault. It's not because online games is not wrong. I mean, the online games is not wrong. It's just who people use this game. Like it's like people who use the games are fault. Not the game. Not the game is not wrong.
Generally, teenagers notice playing games on various occasions, even when they are studying. In EBAT, a lot of time is wasted to do online gaming. Online games give an addictive effect. Someone already knows the negative effects, but because of addiction, they will still do it. Moreover, the brains of people who are addicted to games will always think about games all the time and really focus on the face and tone.
Once again, because it's not game online are wrong. It is back to the person. It's back to personality. Every personality. We emphasize once again that game online is not wrong. It's people who use the game is wrong because he cannot control himself. Thank you. Triggers for these uncomfortable feelings can also come from many things. Playing online games is also means to realize these uncomfortable feelings. It's even more worrying if young Indonesians who feel these uncomfortable feelings lack love for the people around them. If you don't play online games as plans to injure yourself, you could commit suicide, get involved in a crime, or commit other dangerous actions. In fact, not a few gamers are able to earn fantastic income by playing games. This indicates if you pursue a business by playing online games seriously, it can provide benefits. Thank you.
Okay, now let's move to the first speaker of contracting.
The effects of advancing times are emerging of sophisticated devices. The internet is widespread and fast, causing a significant impact on human life, including the emergence of the phenomenon of online gaming. For the current generation of teenagers, online games may be a common thing, unlike the views of those born in 90s and above who have been able to measure the importance of online games. There are many positive sides that can be obtained when playing online games. One of which is being able to make a new friends from out of town or abroad. But there are many dangers of online games for the student. First, mood changer. Usually when we are playing online games and turn in out to lose, there will be curtain reactions such as banging hands on the table, scolding friends, saying dirty words, and so on. This is what I mean mood changer, which is a condition where a person would able to change due to a condition. Second, game addiction or digital heroin. Online games can be said positive if they do not reach all the stage of addiction. Online games can be used as an escape from the...
Why you say that game online can create mood changer. Can you explain it? What's your best thing to say that? Okay.
Mood changer will have a negative impact. Even worse, there are tools as slave device. School families who enter gaming activities and swear because they lost the game. Mood changers are felt to have an impact on the person's physical and violence and increase aggressiveness, such irritability and emotion.
Are you have example? Can you first have you surveyed that that people who play games have a mood changer? Can you explain to me?
Okay. As far as I'm concerned, a game addict for the Netherlands name is Tim. Admitted to not having a single friend due to spending his time playing station. His relationship with his family also fell apart. He lived as a gaming addict for 17 years and only had friends in the virtual world. And she will he okay, sip, that's all. Third, wasteful. Online games of course require an internet connection or quota. When online game becomes a necessity or even daily cycle, then someone has to spend money to buy quota and online games. Fourth, under the law for free. Fifth, insomnia. Too much staring at computer screen and or a cell phone.
Please.
Yes.
Why you say online games create insomnia?
The result is insomnia for games which are result in students' academics where have difficulty focusing due to lack of sleep during school in the late morning.
It's not because online games. It's because the user who play games that are bold. It's not because game online is broad.
Okay, thank you. 6. Reduction exposure, eye damage, and hearing loss. Playing online games in the long run for hours or every day will cause effect on health, namely cell phone and laptop radiation and age damage. Radiation on cell phones and laptops can cause cancer and decrease sleep quality. 7. The emergence of laziness and reduced physical activity. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You may watch the record speaker of Faculty and Team. Okay, now let's move to the second speaker of the pro team.
Online games are words that are familiar to us. Online games provide many positive things. Is first, develop thinking. The effect of playing online games can increase the player's reasoning and intellect, but because the difficulty level of the game opens up the player's mind and can improve hand-eye coordination, because playing online games requires being able to adjust the eyes to the hands. It can improve concentration and it can also improve English language skills because online games increase knowledge about digits and increase knowledge in typing. Experts say the level of difficulty of online games can make players work quickly. For example, children whose calculations are fast because they play online games. Second, add friends. The effect of playing online games can be making friends because online games are online or connected to the internet. also increase cooperation, sportsmanship, and solidarity with friends. Online games give people from all over Indonesia able to connect with each other. For example, students make friends from different tribes. Third, entertainment. The effect of online games is that the players are entertained because of the excitement or entertainment of the game. It can reduce stress and become popular in free time. Online games make people very entertained. For example, students are very happy because they play online games.
You have still time or add something? Okay, sure.
We emphasize once again. On the other hand, online games also have a positive impact, which is a means of entertaining oneself. Indonesian youth cannot escape the emotion, depression, stress, and other uncomfortable feelings. Triggers for these uncomfortable feelings can also come from many things. Playing online games is also a means to release these uncomfortable feelings. It is even more worrying if young Indonesians feel these uncomfortable feelings, let alone from the people around them. If you don't play online games as a place to entertain yourself, you could commit suicide, get involved in a crime, or commit other dangerous actions. That's all. Thank you.
You have still enough time. Do you want to add something again?
No, thank you.
No? You want to POI? No? Okay. Let's move to the second speaker of the fraternity.
Okay, thank you for your time. In my opinion, maybe many teenagers care about it, but increasingly we are reading more and more negative impact of online games. Examples in the social environment are racism, insult, lack of solidarity, or lack of respect for each other. The number of grudges against each other because of defeat in the game. In the verbal environment, not having time to help parents with their hunger, and not paying attention to what their parents say. In a religious environment, not taking the time to worship and instead playing games during worship time. In the school environment, many students play games during teaching and learning process, and often ignore assessment given from school because they are busy playing games. Problem. The presence of online games in the midst of this very sophisticated technology has great influence on the personal development and adaptation of children. Even many of the children have turned into online game addicts so that they forget to be themselves as normal children. Time that solve is spent playing with personal studying is taken away in order to sit down and play games. Many children who are fond of gaming suffer from performance, personality problems, illnesses, and even criminal behavior. That's all, thank you.
You have still enough time. Do you want to add something? No? You want to POI?
How do you conclude the online games affect that younger generation? For example, forget the time to worship. Have you ever done a survey on this? Please, Prof.
Thank you for your question. Now it has become a common thing when gathering together. Each person will be busy with their respective albums. This is the impact of asking someone if you do not understand where to ask the no. Especially when it is cool to play online games, it will ignore the environment and have anti-social impact. Thank you.
I will explain. I will explain why you said no, playing game online is antisocial. Please explain us why. One of the benefits to play online games is an friends.
Excuse me, can you repeat it, please?
I will explain. One of the benefits to play online games is an friends. But why you say no, playing games online is antisocial? Please explain us.
Okay, it is a fact that the psycho of teenagers today compare.
I'm sorry, time is over. Give applause for the second speaker of the Now let's move to the last speaker of protein.
Okay, first of all, I need to tell you that the game is not wrong. I will repeat it. The game is not wrong. It's the user's fault. If the student get addicted of online games, you should blame the students. Why? The students can divide their time between studying and playing games. Online games is not wrong. Playing games is something that we often do either to get rid of boring or it is just a hobby. Playing online games turns out to have many positive impacts. One of which is honing brain activity because playing online games to devise a game strategy that will train our brains in thinking quickly, deftly and thoroughly. Online games have another positive impact. First, make it easier for someone to know a foreign language or English because in online games there is usually English vocabulary and everything in the game uses English. It requires us to know the intent of the text. Second, games have a positive impact on mental health. A study conducted by research from the University of Oxford, England, found that playing games for a long duration of time can actually have a positive effect on person's feeling of well-being or happiness. Third, build confidence and teamwork. Fourth, increase concentration. 5. Improve multitasking skills games. 6. As a means of entertaining oneself. If the online games is stopped, what about the people who work hard behind making the game? We advise wise say that the game is not wrong. As I said before, if the student get addicted of online games, you should blame the student. Thank you. Yes, please. We emphasize once again. On the other hand, online games also have a positive impact, which is a means of entertaining oneself. Indonesian youth cannot escape boredom, emotion, depression, stress, and other uncomfortable feelings. If you don't play games as a place to entertain yourself, you should commit suicide, get involved in crime, or commit other dangerous action. And as I said it before, the game is not wrong. It's the user's fault. Thank you. No.
Is in that if uncontrolled can be harmful to teenagers. Why do you argue with them? When what you see every day don't match what you say either. Even though there are many teenagers who don't know how to control them time and play until late at night. There are rarely games who can control themselves.
Okay. As I said before, back to personality. For example, if you play online games and you get addicted of online games, who are you going to blame for that? Did you blame online games? Why you blame online games? The student who get addicted of online games is why them can't control themselves. Why them can define this time between studying and playing games. It belongs to users. It's users' fault. As I said before, online games is not wrong. Thank you.
Okay, now let's move to the last speaker of concern.
Okay. Thank you for the time. Indirectly, the impact of online games carried out by children with a certain intensity. Games can evade children's mentality, especially their perception or adaptation to the environment. For example, children begin to speak harshly, behave aggressively, views on social reality, and match the character in games that have made children addicted. This is none other can because in solutions. First, limit playing time. Second, choose again a prototype games. Third, increase fight and building. 4. Getting used to playing classical traditional games such as exercising. 5. When hanging out with friends and family, trying to keep your cell phone and reduce it as when it's not important. Thank you.
You have still enough time. Do you want to add something? No. You want to be I?
Yes.
Okay.
Why you say that online games can make users unstable emotion? Please explain us.
First, mode changer. Usually when we are playing online games and in terms of to lose, there will be certain reactions such as banging hands on the table, scolding friends, saying dirty words, and so on. This is what is meant by mood changer, which is conditions where a person moves its able to change due to conditions.
No, I still disagree with your opinion. Then, game online can escape boredom, emotion, depression, stress, and the uncomfortable feelings. If you don't play online games as a place to entertain yourself, you could commit suicide. Back to, I said it before, online games is not wrong. If the student can be rude, because online games is back to the users. Why the student can control themselves of playing games? It's not the online games fault.
Maybe many teenagers don't care about it, but increasingly we are finding more and more negative impacts of online games.
Online games is not wrong. I said it before. The game is not wrong. It's the user's fault. Thank you.
Wanna add something? Contribute?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and the match is finished.
Give a applause to the win! Time for superstar, okay? Can I? Okay. Okay. 10 seconds, 3! Okay. 10 seconds, 7!
And the winner in this round is times 8. And the winner is congratulations for Protein.
Congratulations for 10 seconds, 3!
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And 10 times. It's okay. You're doing great today, guys. Congratulations.
Once again, congratulations from us.
And the next match is Sabbath Changer.
challenge, Arvin,
is 11 science school versus 11 science lab. Game online.
in fact, science challenge.
Okay. And 11 science school as a family and 11 science lab as a contracting. Good luck, guys.
Please be quiet, okay guys, please be quiet. Mari kita saksikan debat ini dengan baik.
Okay. Okay, to the motive, please introduce your team. Start from 20. Ibu silakan.
Okay, thank you for the time given to us. I will introduce our team. My name is Desmona Mutiara Kamidairi as our first speaker, and beside me.
My name is Audelita Denis Gambinase as your second speaker, and beside me.
My name is Farhanita as third speaker. Thank you.
Okay, contracting.
Thank you for the time.
Okay.
Let us introduce ourselves. We are from 10. We are from 11 Science 1. We are competitive. And I am Naomi Thomas Sarema as the first speaker. This is my partner, Captain Zetwa, as the second speaker. And my other partner, Alphon Pase, as the third speaker.
Start in the room. Check. Okay. Check. 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 Okay, check. Okay guys, you have 5 minutes to case building. You have 5 minutes to case building. Okay, 5 minutes, start now. Stop.
Online
Now.
games.
No. Just case building. Prepare yourself and your team. Go. Check. Bisa. Okay. Check. Bisa. Yuk. Check. Check. Suruh. Check. You still have 2 minutes to prepare yourself. What do you?
T72 72 1 72 T72
Check. 2 minutes. Test satu word. For protein. Test. Time is time is over. Now, let's start this debate. The first speaker from the party.
Okay, thank you for the time. In my opinion, online games are games that are played in a network. Usually, these games are played simultaneously with an unlimited number of players. Playing online games can indeed have a bad effect on children if done excessively. However, parents cannot completely ignore the positive impact that there is from playing online games. A study by the Queensland University of Technology found that playing online games can improve children's thinking skills. This is because they require children to follow instructions, consider action, and respond to problems. This can help children develop important thinking skills, namely literacy, problem solving, and planning, and attention to the time. When someone plays a game with a normal time limit and not excessive, there will be a positive impact. Quoting from the official page www.thetik.com, Lukman Hakim, as a lecturer at the Faculty of Engineering, explained 5 positive effects of playing games if done within normal time limits. Here's an explanation. First, sense of sportsmanship for mutual respect. Second, rich in tactics when playing games. Third, servant cooperation ability. Fourth, familiarize yourself with multiple activities. And last, practice focusing on game argument. With We think playing online games is a
POI please.
Okay.
As you say, online game improves students' thinking skill. But the fact is, many of our friends can't even finish their homework. How about that? Thank you.
Okay. Okay, it depends on the child. We think playing online games is positive thing. Why? Because this can train the brain, so that it can focus on what is being done. It can also train you in making good strategies as well as collaboration between teams. For example, when playing a puzzle, we can train our memory. This is certainly good for the development of the child's brain. Games can also be a means of entertainment for us when we are bored. Instead of doing other things that are not profitable, we can entertain and reduce stress. No thanks. Children can fill their time by playing online games that hone their creativity. Online games can help Online games can help shape children's characters who are able to think quickly and accurately to solve problems. Thank you.
You have still enough time. You want to add something? You want to POI?
POI please. Did you know that if we thinking too much, there's a lot of people have unstable emotion because of thinking too much, and because of that, people even curse each other, and it's very bad negative effect of game. Because I think it's too much. What about that?
Okay? It all depends on the child. Playing online games is never wrong. It all depends on the child. Playing online games is never wrong. It's about the mind, not about the game.
You still enough time. Do you want to say something? No? Enough? Okay. Now let's move the first speaker of contracting.
Okay, thank you for the time. Honorable judges, distinguished panel, fellow debaters, and everyone here today, good morning.
Good morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, we as Contra team standing here today to discuss, to talk about the controversial topic of game online effect for students. We from Contra team completely believe that game online have many of negative effect on us as students. While is it true that online gaming can have some benefits such as improving problem-solving skills and decision-making abilities, but excessive use of online game can lead to great deal of negative impact on us. Firstly, online game can lead to addictive, causing us as students prioritize game before our duties in school and our other responsibilities. This can lead to poor academic performances and even lack of motivation to learn. Second, online game can lead to poor physical health. As we play online game, we don't realize that time passing by till it's midnight. And then, once again, our sleep schedule will be broken. And this could impact on our immune system and not to mention I'm sorry, we're still explaining. And not to mention, it's leading to a sedentary lifestyle, poor posture, and eye strain. Additionally, online games can also expose students to violent and inappropriate content, which can negatively impact on their mental health. Because we all know that in online games, we found that there are many cyberbullying and even online harassment that can lead students to self-harm and even suicide. Last but not least, online game can affect on our social interaction skills. When we play too much online game, we spend too much time on it, the interaction skill that we have increased. Will be POI, please? Yes.
What about school make a classmate about sport?
I'm sorry, pardon me.
What about school make a classmate about sport?
That's because, just like what I've said before, online gaming can have some benefits, such as improving problem solving and decision making abilities. But what I've said is, excessive use of online gaming can harm us as students. And the last thing I could say is, online game can affect on our social skills. As we spend less time interacting with our parents and even our friends, this can have a long-term effect, a long-term negative effects that can maintain our social connection. In conclusion, game online is very, very bad to play. It has more risks than reward. And hoping that we reduce our addiction to online games, we from Contra team have expressed our opinion. Thank you.
You have still enough time. You want to add something? No. You want to POI pro team?
Okay.
Quickly.
Why do you say online games are related? Okay, sorry. Why do you say online games are related to bullying?
Yes. When you play online game, there will be two teams. And when the first team wins, they will bully the others. Why? Because they feel like they are the winners. They are the best. And the other team is just cannot compete with them. The other team is just, I'm sorry, stupider than them. Thank you.
You have still enough time, Contra team. So you want to add something? Okay. Give applause for the first speaker of Contra team. Okay, right. Now, let's move to the second speaker of the pro team.
Okay, thank you for the time. In my opinion, I think online games have a good effect on students. For example, one, think actively. Think actively and encouraging critical thinking is one of the positive impacts of online games, Measured with different levels of difficulty will make your little one great work. Actively, to try to overcome obstacles or become a winner. The second, think quickly. One game usually provides a time limit for players to complete obstacles. The impact of this game can help the formation of children characters who are able to think quickly and accurately to solve problems. 3. Encourage brain activity. One of the positive impacts of online games that you learn one can skill is encouraging and sharpening brain activity. Of course, this game requires high concentration in order to focus on achieving the highest score.
Excuse me, please. Could you
No thanks. Give me a time. I will like it. 4. Personality and careful concentration. The next impact of online games is that they can train children to concentrate on one thing. Careful personality and concentration from online games can train children to concentrate on one thing. The details of the very complex parts of the online games also make him used to understanding things carefully. To achieve success in playing online games requires good skills. Therefore, the little one needs high concentration to do it. The habit can have a positive impact on online games, namely getting used to doing more than one activity simultaneously. To achieve success in playing online games requires good skills. The very complex details of an online game also make him used to understanding things carefully. Okay, thank you.
Okay, you have still enough time. You want to add something? You want to add something? No, enough. You want to POI? Okay.
POI, please. First, you say that by playing a game, we could do two things at once. Is it even necessary? I mean, by doing two things at once, it could damage our brain because we force our brains to think twice than how it's supposed to be, especially by doing two things. Thanks. You say that by playing a game, you could do two things at once. But my question is that doing two things at the same time are necessary? Because by doing that, we could damage our brain because we force our brain force them to think twice than how it's supposed to be, especially by doing two things. Thanks.
It can transskill. It can transskill independence on people.
Thank you.
Okay, now let's move to the second speaker of the contract team.
Okay, thanks for the opportunities. Now, as we have considered and discussed together, there is a few negative effects from online gaming. First, it could lead us to addiction. Some people can become addicted to online gaming, leading to neglect of other important aspects of their lives, such as work, schools, and relationships. It could also affect our academic performance and responsibilities. Second, isolation. Spending a lot of time playing online games could lead to social isolations, as players may replace real-life social interactions with virtual ones. The third, it could cause us health problems. Sitting in front of our monitors, it doesn't matter if it's a phone or a computer, it could lead us to a sedentary lifestyle which can be harmful to our physical health. As an example, an eye strain. Fourth, exposure to violence. Some online games contain graphic violence, which can be harmful to young children and desensitize them to real life violence. Number 5, cyberbullying. Online gaming can be a breeding ground for cyberbullying, as players can hide behind anonymous online identities and harass others by cursing them. 6. At some cases, it could cause financial problems, such as spending too much money on in-game purchases. Because to achieve success in game, sometimes we have to purchase an item using a real-life money. Additionally, it is important to be aware of the content of the games you or your relations are playing on the monitor. It is important to be aware to watch what we are playing and how many times do we spend on it. Thanks. Go ahead.
You say first, you say game have a negative effect, right? Okay, because of that, I will ask you, did you play the game? Did you play the game online?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I think have.
Okay. You have still enough time. Do you want to add something? Contracting? No? Enough? You want to view ID? Wait. Okay.
Isn't online game that use money to play it? What about games that don't use money? Don't use Steam and just refreshing? Is an online game that use money to play it? How about the games they don't use the money? Don't use Steam and just refreshing.
Still, it has a negative effect such as addiction. Thanks.
You have still enough time. Do you want to add your opinion again? No?
No.
Okay, thank you. Give applause for the second speaker of the conferencing and project. Well, now let's move to the last speaker of the pro team.
Thank you for the time. The impact of online games can also train the children sense of sportsmanship in playing games and playing them in everyday life. This can make the children more ready to accept defeat without feeling hopeless or humble. This method can make the children play more honestly according to the rules at the athlete. It can also enhance children's ability to work in the team. In the online gaming area, teamwork is often required to get wins and losses. Therefore, children will also get used to actively communicating with the team to support and help each other. The communication can also be used to set strategies between players to be more compact against enemies. This is very important so that the victory is easier to get. And finally, the conclusion we can draw is that playing online games does not always have a negative impact, but has a positive impact if done in a controlled and regular manner. Thank you.
Still no one wanna something? Wanna be honest?
Joy, please.
Yes.
From what you say about children can train their working, their skill in working. But how if their team is so toxic? Of course, we know, right? In playing games, or especially online games, there's a lot of people, and it's not possible if children meet a toxic player, and I think there is too much toxic player in online games.
You have still. Oh, pure on time. Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes, it depends on the person how to deal with it. Back to the person. Thank you.
Then, if you say something like that, I think it's not like we agree about you say it's check they especially children skill working team, right? Yes, you said working skill, right? Skill team skill, team skill. Now, can you imagine children? It's a children. Some of poverty people toxic to the children. I think even it's for me, it makes her mentality down. Thanks.
Means that the person's personality is bad and the child must be supervised by his parents. It's not because on the games, but it depends on the user's behavior, whether he is able to choose associations. Thank you.
Something. How to contradict a group. Okay, time is over. Now let's move to the last speaker from Control Team.
Okay, thank you for the time. Before I tell our opinion about online game, I want to tell you all, especially from Pro Team, that we are very not agree from your opinion in the first speaker about game. It's the only problem, not mine. I think it's actually totally wrong if you say just the game is the only problem, because mine and game is relationship to each other. And all your answer for our POI is very unrealistic for me. And now I will tell my opinion about online gaming. Online gaming. I think I am asking here that online gaming is bad for people, especially for students like us. I know some of you maybe won't agree with our opinion, but hold on. Before that, let me tell about my story. Like I said before, that online game is very bad and I said, because I already felt the effect of the games. Yes, 2020, each year of the last COVID. Our year, of course, no COVID-19, right? Yes, and in that year, school got closed for more than 1 year.
PI, please.
No thanks. And students must study from home. In that year, government provides free internet program for study. But lot of students is abusing, including me. Online gaming make me addicted. For your information, because of the addiction, I play games 20 hours per day. And I'm not even lying. It's real. You all can see it in my index. That is it. And not just that, I got another bad effect. I got so thin that I was like a walking skeleton. And my vision started to blurry. And I often got have a change. I really regret my behavior that day. And the other example is my older brother. You know why I said my own brother? He is more worse than I. If you ask why, then let me tell you. He spends so much money just for the game. He become complacent because he was given the factory with having him realized that he became addicted and start spend on tens of money just for the game. And I guess you all know the reason, right? Yes, the reason is he's legally in debt right now. Now, from my story, we all can know how bad the effect of online gaming. Lot of conclusive evidence from how bad the effects are.
PI, please.
Yes.
If you say you're skinny because of the game, it's your fault, not because of the game. Back to the conclusion. The conclusion we can draw is that playing online games does not always have a negative impact, but has a positive impact if done in a controlled and regular manner.
Okay. I will answer in my opinion after this. Now, from the story, we all can know how the effect of online gaming. Of course, yes. Lot of conclusive evidence from how the effects are. And now, we actually all agree that online game is very bad for us. Why? This is we will actually put in POI too, because what we achieve at the effect of game online is more risk than reward. I repeat it, more risk than reward. And we are very not agree about protein opinion. And before I close my opinion, we are very grateful if all of us here is agree with our opinion. Thank you, Rahul.
Okay, time is over. Once again, you will pass for
And now, and the winner is this match is Science.
Okay, we have a leader. Okay, before that, I want to hear okay. is it, ma'am?
It's okay.
The judges say it's okay, and timekeeper and moderator say it's our fault. Okay. Once again, I'm sorry. It's my fault. Okay. So. Check this out. Okay. Here we are. Where's the sound from supporter of 11 science 1? So, where's the sound from 11 science 2? Okay, now the winner is Science.
1, 2, 3.
Congratulations.
Emily, what time?
Congratulations and to the final round tomorrow. Please prepare yourself.
See you guys.
Thus today, in the final round, we congratulate the participants who made it to the final round, and we say thank you to the all participants, judges who have participated in this competition. In the end, Yolanda and my partner say goodbye to you. See you on the final round tomorrow. Prepare yourself.
Ya. Nanti kan gitu.
Hansel, mana DJ kita?
DJ Hansel.
DJ kita. Coba, collide.
Ayo.